Welcome back to Olympus Critics. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure you leave a like for the algorithm. That does help the channel out. But I was reading something from Deadline, and I did not know that the brothers of the film Talk to Me, which is really like with the critic score 95%. Wow, that's pretty nice for this movie. I haven't sat down and watched this movie for A24, which is considered a horror film. And it is Danny and Michael Philippa who are directing this film, who did direct this film. And that's quite an accomplishment of a high critic score like that. But I have to actually go see this movie to get my take on it. But they're actually going to be doing the Street Fighter film. Now, I did do a video about this a couple of months ago about Legendary getting the rights to the live action Street Fighter. Of course, we have not seen a live action Street Fighter movie. I think it was The Legend of Chun-Li or something like that. I don't remember all the details from that movie. I know a lot of people probably say the Jean-Claude Van Damme back in the early 90s, but that was the recent live action, I'm assuming, Street Fighter movie. If there was any other thing that went, any other movie that came out before then, I don't know about it. Probably better that I don't know about it, because it was probably dog water. But yeah, I saw the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, of course. Didn't see the one with the Legend of Chun-Li, wherever that was. Post comments, let me know what you guys think about that movie. But I never sat down and watched it. But they're gonna be taking on this film, and on that video when I did it, I was talking about they can't make the same mistakes. Yes, I'm about to say it again about the Mortal Kombat movie. They can't make the same mistakes as the Mortal Kombat movie that we got in 2021, which was twice as much dog water that we saw. And that adaptation, I'm not gonna keep dogging out that movie, because I've made countless videos dogging out what Todd Gardner and his crew decided to do with that. They just can't do that with Street Fighter. They're going to have to find out which of the characters will they make the focal point. We know Jean-Claude Van Damme version, it was Gaia. Who is going to be the focal point of the movie? Is it going to be Ryu, Ken, maybe? Which I think it'll be Backlash. Or will they follow the trend what Hollywood tends to do right now? Will they make a female the lead, Chun-Li, which we saw Legend of Chun-Li. I didn't see it, but that's what the movie was about, Chun-Li. Or they may go that route. They may go following the trend, just making that, or they may give us what we really want, and that's Ryu, making Ryu the centerpiece of the movie, which I thought Mortal Kombat should have did. They should have either made Johnny Cage or Kenshi or Liu Kang, somebody, instead of just making up a character out of the original whatever character like the Resident Evil franchise did. Instead of giving us the characters that we grew up on, they chose Mila Jovovich, whatever Alice character, which was just, some of the movies were good. I ain't gonna lie, some of the movies good, some not so much. But I would have loved that they would have focused on the characters, even though we did get a Resident Evil movie that did focus on the characters, but it was just god awful. So yeah, man, I just want these guys to pull this off, man. Give us a good film. You just did an incredible job with this film. 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know how much money this movie has made. I don't know if it's good. I haven't seen it. But that's a good start. Now, I prefer directors who are starting off to do small films, to see how they do. This is something I prefer. Small films, get it on up out the way. And they did a good job. If this movie is good, and that critic score is for real, so they making their transition to something like this, please, I beg of you, please do not ignore the source material. Now, I'm not a lore master of Street Fighter that I am with Mortal Kombat. I know a little bits and pieces of the lore of Street Fighter. So anybody that's diehard Street Fighter fans, I mean, you're probably invested in this a little bit more. But I do want to see these characters come to life and done right. I don't want to see them ignore their backstories and stuff. And I hope they do add that in there whenever they get around to it, because they didn't go into deep details. I didn't even know that they were involved in the film until I read this Deadline Q&A that they're going to be involved. we'll see whenever that is when they start filming, because the actors and writer strike is going on. So we probably won't be seeing this movie probably like 3 or 4 years down the line, since this is going on. We just don't know how long it's gonna take for these strikes to end. But hey, whenever they get around to it, oh man, please just don't do what that Mortal Kombat movie did. But post comments, let me know what you guys think, man. Especially from you Street Fighter fans. Let me know, are you excited about this, about these guys taking on the film? Do you think they can be able to pull it off, or will they follow the source material? Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you subscribe to the channel.